stitch that together. So anyway, as I was saying, they started zapping me at the little mild. It was really more vibrations, and then all of a sudden it started turning into like when I was on the phone with 911 once. As I was talking to the 911 operator at Studio 6, this would match up with the date that I went to stay at the Austin Suites and Hotel for 2 nights while still paying for my hotel room at the Studio 6. And all of a sudden, electrical jolts were going through my body. It felt like my heart was racing, and I wasn't on anything. I wasn't having a panic attack. It felt like something was going through the floor or through the roof, and through my body. And then the voices had started a few weeks before this stuff at the extended stay, as did some of the projections, but they weren't. They were just starting out. I didn't know what the fuck to look for. But I thought I was perhaps needing to see a psychiatrist to see if I was schizophrenic, but very quickly after hearing the voices, they took a great deal of joy in pretty much convincing me that they were real people, or being played, or being audio samples, voice clips or sound clips, or modified voices of the actual people talking to me. And I kept questioning it, and then while at the Studio 6 at the hotel that you see before you, they were like, yeah, the guy in 301, we're working with him, and he's got your phone, and he hacked your account. And I had no reason to suspect this person is essentially a stranger. I met in passing, and turns out my phone was in a radius, mostly within his room or right outside his room, and an email address linking to 2 Facebook profiles and a Google Plus profile appeared to be, matching to him. Unless they set up fake social profiles, and I don't think they did that. But the bigger point is that I couldn't have guessed that. I couldn't have made that up. And that's when I was like, for sure. I was like, these voices are not schizophrenia. And I've been trapped on a schizophrenic radio station, probably by their using a device that uses voice to skull technology, which sounds kind of unusual and conspiracy theory like, but in all actuality it's a real technology that's been around for over 50 years, and it uses microwaves to transmit audio from the device to a person that you're pointed at. It doesn't require any receiving audio equipment. The reason why my voice sounds a little bit weird right now and short of breath is they're zapping me as we speak. Anytime I would leave a message for like a police officer or a detective, or try to talk to my dad or something, they would start zapping my chest and making me short of breath and kind of making me sound like I was having anxiety, or that I was a little bit, manic or something like that. And I've never had issues like that in my past. And they like to try to make you look like a fool in front of someone, make you look crazy. Well, going back to this video, what better way to make someone look crazy than to put, a projection on top of their phone screen while they're capturing live footage or reviewing captured footage, making the victim think that they actually caught a really good example of these crazy projections. And the reason why they're so important is because like Like, why would these appear in, like, inside my hotel room or a bedroom or even on the outside? It's like these started appearing everywhere, like just bizarre, different styles, kind of crazy. In some cases, it seems like there seems to be some sort of facial recognition technology, because I've seen them like on a poster of mine that I had, where I was like looking at it while on a couch, and it was a green devil. It's the Marianquina poster. It's a pretty classic liquor poster. And all of a sudden the face started changing a billion times. And I've got evidence of that. It's not the best evidence, but I've got other samples in here where you will see a character in one of these animations, and you'll see like it looks like there's almost like a wind that like blows all their clothes backwards and their hair backwards, and then all of a sudden, like, it's kind of like Michael Jackson's Black or White video or something, and then it turns into like a different dress or different hat, a different character altogether, perhaps. And it's like doof, doof. It looks like there's like some sort of like, I don't know, wind or explosion in front of them that just like blows back the the clothes and the animation, and it changes them into a different style of dress or a different character altogether. It's very interesting. It's kind of cool looking. But when you're trying to prove to people that you're experiencing something real, this is really like the only thing that you can show them initially. If they use voice to skull technology or whatever they do use, it uses microwaves to transmit audio. Our ear can naturally convert that in some sort of like magical natural way into normal audio. Our cell phones can't do that. Any type of recording equipment, unless it's highly specialized, and I don't even know if there is one for voice to skull, it cannot record the voices. So no matter how loud they sound, you can't record them. And then that's even its own horror story, because when you're listening to recordings, videos or audios, and you think you caught them, you're like, oh, I hear them on the recording. And then you play it back and it kind of sounds the same, but then you play it back on a different day, or you play it back at a different time, or you just play it back a third or